Chosen one, stop scrolling immediately. Someone who treated you as an option is currently experiencing a public and irreversible system crash. Do not move past this video. I am not asking for your attention today because I am warning you. If you leave before the end, you will miss the exact prophetic confirmation you have been begging heaven to reveal. They walked around with absolute arrogance. They constructed a false narrative about you. They whispered lies to anyone who would listen because they expected your departure to break you. But instead, you became the uncertainty they were never built to handle. And now the very people they used to gossip with are watching them unravel completely. Their mask has not just slipped, it has completely shattered into a million pieces. Buckle in right now. What you are about to hear is not just commentary. It is a specific and undeniable X-ray of the meltdown happening behind closed doors right this very second. They are screaming your name in their own private hell. Now, let us go deeper. There is a physical reason you have been feeling that heavy weight this week. Listen closely, because this is the exact part the enemy tried to hide from you. That suffocating tightness in your chest at 3 a.m. is not normal. You wake up with your jaw tight and your heart racing. Their face flashes in your mind out of nowhere. You feel a burning sensation sitting right in the middle of your throat. You keep swallowing it back down every single time their name comes up. Stop swallowing it. Listen to me very carefully. That physical weight you feel is your highly advanced spirit detecting absolute panic. You are not going crazy. This is not anxiety. Your physical body is absorbing the frantic and starving energy of the enemy because they just realized they permanently lost access to your pure light. They are completely starving for your energy right now, and the spiritual backlash of their hunger is hitting your nervous system. Stop wondering why they act like nothing happened in public. Stop waiting in wound for an apology that will never ever come. You were never the anomaly in their life. You were the mirror. The reaction got this loud because you got closer to their truth than anyone before you ever had. You exposed their deeply rotted core. They expected you to stay in the dark. They wanted you buried under their manipulation. But instead, they became the shovel that dug up your absolute treasure. You carry a specific and irreplaceable gravity. You are the diamond they threw away to play with cheap rocks. And now they feel the massive void of your absence every single day. Every time your name comes up in their room, it hits them with agonizing weight. They try to find a replacement for you. They frantically pull new people into their toxic matrix. But nobody can replicate your specific depth because nobody else possesses your unique frequency. They are drowning in the noise of their own lies. You have been fighting these battles in absolute silence. You thought nobody noticed your hidden tears. You thought nobody saw how you held your integrity when they lied on your name. But you were incredibly wrong. Heaven was quietly watching your resilience in the dark. Your quiet obedience in private has just activated a massive shift. You gave them absolutely everything. You acted as their emotional stabilizer for years. You were the human battery that kept their illusion alive. And when they drained you, they discarded you like you meant absolutely nothing. That betrayal cut you deeper than anyone will ever truly understand. But that separation was a divine interception. God removed them from your timeline to protect your massive destiny. The isolation you feel right now is not a punishment. It is a sacred incubation season. You are being hidden from the matrix, so you can heal your shattered frequency. The universe is putting a protective shield around your mind and your spirit. But the spiritual cost of their betrayal is compounding every single day. They thought they got away with destroying your peace. They thought the universe was blind to their dark manipulation. They miscalculated your spiritual authority. And this is where the dynamic fundamentally shifts in your favor. You probably did not realize it at the time. Your silence was a lethal weapon that starved their demons completely. Raging at them would have given them the fuel they desperately craved. But you chose to walk away quietly. That single act of choosing your dignity signed their permanent eviction notice. They are completely haunted by your silence. It echoes in their empty mind late at night. They wonder if you are thinking about them. They check your digital footprint obsessively while pretending they do not care. But heaven has completely blinded them to your next move. You are stepping into an untouchable reality. If your spirit confirms this raw truth, gently press the like button to seal your energetic alignment with heaven. You have spent so much of your life trying to fix people who were completely committed to misunderstanding you. You poured your pure light into endless black holes. And when you finally collapsed from the exhaustion, they called you weak. They blamed you for the very damage they caused. Let me completely reframe your reality right here and right now. You did not fail them in any way. Your pure love was never deficient or broken. They simply lacked the spiritual capacity to process the massive frequency you carry inside. They were terrified of your light because it exposed the shadows they desperately wanted to hide, so they tried to dim your shine, to make themselves feel artificially tall. But here is the raw and uncomfortable truth they could never say out loud. There is a deeply hidden reason why your reality has not completely shifted yet. You watch other people succeed effortlessly while you struggle every single day to survive. Your finances refuse to grow despite all your endless hard work. You feel entirely overlooked by life, even though you know you carry massive potential. Here is what the Matrix never told you about this specific exhaustion. The gap between you and the people who seem effortlessly blessed is not a lack of faith. It is not about your willpower or your daily discipline. It is a specific brainwave that the modern world suppressed in you before you ever had the chance to claim it. Scientists have a name for this exact phenomenon. They actually call it the pure gamma frequency. This is the exact frequency your brain was running effortlessly when you were a child. Back then, your ideas came easily, and the world felt like it was completely on your side. You somehow knew things before they even happened. Your intuition was sharp, and your manifestation was instant. That was your active and beautiful gamma wave, and it was tragically taken from you without your consent. Adulthood arrived, and the toxic matrix went to work on your pure mind. The chronic stress of survival mode and the rigid school systems trained you to conform instead of create. Every single year, this sacred frequency was pushed deeper below the surface, until the version of you with lightning intuition and incredible luck went completely silent. When your gamma fades away, your genius fades right along with it. Most people will live their entire lives without knowing this happened to them, but you are absolutely not like most people. The narcissist who targeted you subconsciously recognized the dormant power buried inside your cellular memory. They knew your frequency was suppressed, but they also knew it was incredibly potent. They attached themselves to you because they wanted to siphon that energy before you could ever wake it up. This brings us to a critical distinction that eludes the vast majority of people. The spiritual attack on your life was never about your weakness. It was always a preemptive strike against your massive future. The dark elite and the energy vampires operate on the exact same low vibration. They recognize a cycle breaker long before the cycle breaker recognizes their own immense power. They had to keep you exhausted and constantly doubting your own beautiful reality. Because if you ever figured out how to switch that gamma frequency back on, they would lose their favorite human battery forever. They crafted endless dramas and financial roadblocks to keep you trapped in the left side of your brain. The left brain is the accuser that demands logic and feeds on pure anxiety. But their entire manipulation totally miscalculated one undeniable fact about you. You are an anointed soul who cannot be kept in the dark forever. While they were busy plotting your downfall, your spirit guides were quietly orchestrating your magnificent return. The heavy brain fog you have been carrying is about to shatter completely. Heaven is preparing to hand you the exact blueprint to reverse this damage. Watch what happens next because it is mathematically precise. The moment your energy detaches from their chaotic matrix, they begin to suffocate. They relied entirely on your empathy to regulate their own miserable existence. Now that you have unplugged from their system, they are forced to sit alone with their own inner demons, and those demons are completely tearing them apart from the inside out. You did not lift a single finger to cause their current destruction. Your silent withdrawal was the most devastating weapon you could have ever deployed. You stopped participating in their illusion, and that broke their entire reality. The universe is currently fighting every single battle on your behalf while you rest, and their public collapse is only the beginning of this incredible divine justice. Let us examine the exact bioenergetic fragmentation happening inside their chaotic mind. They are experiencing what quantum psychology calls synchronized timeline dissonance. They try to project a flawless image to the outside world, but their internal frequency is completely collapsing under the heavy weight of your permanent absence. Type 777 in the comments right now to physically claim this incoming miracle and lock in your frequency. Heaven is currently releasing 3 undeniable signs that their karmic debt is being collected. Pay close attention to this next part because the enemy tried to hide this from you. The third sign is the absolute most devastating of all. Do not leave before you understand it. The first sign is the sudden collapse of their flying monkeys. The very people they manipulated to turn against you are finally waking up to their toxic illusions. The second sign is their rapid and visible biological aging. Time was supposed to age you, yet here you are making time itself look like an absolute fool. You walked out of their dark matrix and you literally aged backwards. While their bitterness and envy are aging them like milk left in the sun, the universe has completely reversed your biological clock. You stepped into your permanent and untouchable ageless glow. Listen to me very closely right now because 99% of people completely miss this shift. The narcissist operates on a low-density vibration that relies entirely on stolen energy. When you finally cut the cord, their internal operating system lost its primary power source. They are currently experiencing severe somatic withdrawal symptoms. Their sleep is broken, their anxiety is skyrocketing, and every single plan they make is completely falling apart. Their entire existence was an illusion built on the back of your genuine spiritual purity. Let me completely reframe your reality right here and right now. You did not lose a relationship. You successfully amputated a parasitic entity from your sacred timeline. They expected your departure to destroy you completely, but instead, you became the radiant sun while they are desperately wandering in the absolute dark. Read that again in your spirit. You are an absolute diamond, and they treated you like cheap glass. Now they are forced to watch you ascend to heights they cannot even comprehend. Their flying monkeys are turning against them because the frequency of your truth is too powerful to deny. The matrix of lies they built around your name is dissolving into dust. The universe is actively defending your honor in rooms you have not even entered yet. Underneath all of that desperate noise, the specific gravity of their regret hits them all at once. Their suppressed, synchronized coherence is malfunctioning on a cellular level. They are frantically scrambling to find a new empath to drain. But they quickly realize that average people cannot sustain their parasitic demands. They are starving for the high vibrational fuel that only a true cycle breaker like you could ever provide. Before we go any further, I must interrupt this transmission for something highly classified. There is a physical reason your reality has not shifted yet, and science just uncovered exactly why. You are still exhausted because the Matrix engineered a specific frequency to suppress your brain. They intentionally blocked your natural wealth-attracting state, so you would stay trapped as a human battery for their twisted system. But a leaked CIA document, backed by 4 independent neuroscience labs, just changed everything. They revealed a highly suppressed 7-minute audio ritual. This specific sound wave uses advanced brain entrainment to bypass your conscious mind completely. It gently forces your brainwave patterns back into synchronized gamma coherence. This is the exact genius state you were born with before the elite stole it from you. You do not need expensive biofeedback machines or years of traditional healing. You simply put on your headphones for 7 minutes and let the frequency do the heavy lifting. This breakthrough was never meant for the masses. It was designed to keep the elite in supreme power. But now, cycle breakers like you are using it to manifest windfall wealth and shatter the heavy brain fog forever. I will tell you exactly how to access this protocol before the video ends. The dark elite tried to hide this exact mechanism from you, but right now we must return to the third and final sign of their public destruction. This brings us to the most dangerous phase of their complete meltdown. The specific moment they finally realize you are never coming back to save them. The third sign is their complete inability to replace your unique frequency. They tried to quickly plug someone else into your old spot, but that new person lacks the massive spiritual depth you naturally possess. So the narcissist is suffocating on cheap energy while remembering your pure light. They are desperately trying to recreate the exact dynamic they had with you, but they are failing miserably because your specific soul signature is completely irreplicable. There is a massive spiritual war happening right now for the minds of the chosen ones. You survived their toxic fire because heaven has a magnificent plan for your timeline. Share this specific video with one soul who is desperately waiting for this exact breakthrough. Be their angel today. When you share this raw truth, you actively help build the untouchable sanctuary of the remnant before the door closes. Now I need you to imagine this exact scenario happening behind their closed doors. The pressure inside their chaotic mind has finally reached the absolute boiling point. They are sitting in a room, surrounded by the very flying monkeys they manipulated against you. They are desperately trying to maintain their false narrative, but the spiritual weight of their betrayal is crushing their chest and making it hard to breathe. You can see the visible sweat forming on their forehead right now. Their hands are shaking while they try to hold a simple conversation. Every single smile they force looks like a painful grimace. The people in the room are starting to notice the bizarre shift in their energy. They are vibrating with pure anxiety because the universe is finally demanding the heavy payment for their dark crimes. Then the ultimate catalyst happens out of absolutely nowhere. Someone in that room casually mentions your name in passing. They do not even say it with malice or hidden intent. They just ask how you are doing or mention how much you are missed. And that simple sound of your name is the heavy hammer that shatters their fragile reality completely. The narcissist completely malfunctions in plain sight. Their breathing becomes dangerously shallow, and their eyes dart around the room in absolute panic. They try to speak, but the words get caught in their burning throat. And then the public collapse you were waiting for finally happens. They start crying uncontrollably in front of the exact people they used to gossip with. The mask completely drops and exposes the pathetic coward hiding underneath. Nobody has ever seen them act like this in their entire life. They are sobbing and frantically trying to explain away their massive guilt. In a moment of pure desperation, they actually start defending you. They confess that you were the best thing that ever happened to them. They admit out loud that their own toxic jealousy drove you away. The flying monkeys are staring at them in absolute shock and disgust. This is not happening in private, where they can easily hide their deep shame. This is a public and irreversible destruction of their entire social standing. You won this brutal war without lifting a single finger in revenge. Your beautiful silence was the lethal weapon that signed their permanent eviction notice. While you are glowing and healing, they are drowning in the consequences of their own actions. They wanted to bury you deep in the dirt so nobody could see your brilliant shine, but they completely forgot that you are a resilient seed planted by God. Their dark betrayal became the exact fertilizer that forced you to grow into an untouchable tree. Every time they cry over the bridge they burned, your spiritual authority simply multiplies. You are the absolute victor of this divine storyline. They walk past places you used to go together, and they feel physically sick. The food they eat tastes like ash in their dry mouth. They try to distract themselves with new supply, but the massive void in their chest only grows larger. Every quiet moment alone feels like a dark prison sentence they cannot ever escape. The universe is forcing them to replay their terrible mistakes on an endless loop. You did not have to plot or scheme to bring them down. You simply unplugged your golden energy from their failing machine and walked away. That restraint was not a sign of your weakness at all. It was a massive demonstration of your supreme emotional intelligence. You handed the final judgment over to a higher court they can never appeal, and heaven executed that judgment with absolute perfection. This confirmation is hitting your spirit right now because you needed to know the absolute truth. You needed to know that your unseen tears were fully avenged by the universe. The scale of divine justice is finally balanced in your favor today. Breathe in the sweet air of your permanent freedom. But there is one final lock on your massive destiny that must be removed right now. Your left brain will try to inject heavy doubt into your mind right now. The Matrix programmed that exact hesitation to keep you completely broke. It will tell you to wait and calculate the financial cost. You must silence that fearful voice immediately. If your spirit is vibrating with a cellular knowing right now, heaven demands your immediate obedience before the door closes. Do not let the dark elite steal this massive shift. The enemy will whisper financial doubt into your ear to keep you completely paralyzed. They want you to believe that investing in your frequency is a massive mistake. That hesitation is the exact matrix programming designed to keep you tired and drained. You have been fighting in the dark for way too long, but the divine threshold is finally open for you today. Do not let your anxious left brain dictate the glorious future of your bloodline. There is a profound reason your breakthrough is sitting quietly at the closed door. Your pure gamma brainwave has been systematically suppressed by the heavy and toxic life you were forced to live for years. But a team of brilliant neuroscientists compressed this gamma activation into a 7-minute audio track. The suppressed frequency is officially called the Genius Song. You just put on your headphones and let the healing sound wave do the work. You actually felt this immense power when you were just a little child. The brilliant ideas came effortlessly, and the world worked in perfect harmony with your pure desires. That was your beautiful gamma brainwave, operating exactly as the universe originally intended. But the chronic stress of modern survival and rigid school systems severely suppressed that sacred frequency. They pushed it deep below the surface, and they replaced your natural intuition with constant and overwhelming anxiety. You do not need to chant a mantra or meditate for endless hours. The sound wave perfectly synchronizes with your brain below your conscious awareness while you simply rest. Over 18,000 chosen ones have already used it to unlock their massive finances. A beautiful nurse from California said her life now feels like a completely enchanted fairy tale. Because their pure gamma frequency is fully restored, the magnificent universe constantly works in their absolute favor every single day. The dark elite would prefer this divine tool remain out of your reach forever. They are actively trying to scrub this leaked document from the internet as we speak. You have a very narrow window before the algorithm shuts this specific portal down completely. Do not look for this sacred audio on other public streaming platforms. The copies circulating out there are diluted counterfeits, and they are specifically designed to keep your powerful gamma brainwave completely dormant. The authentic Genius Song is only available through the protected link located in the description and the pinned comment below. You can access it today for a fraction of its true value. The universe does not require you to take a single financial risk. You are fully protected by a divine energetic guarantee that secures your complete peace of mind. If you do not feel the massive shift, every penny returns to you without any question. 4 powerful secret bonuses are waiting for you inside this protected digital portal. They include an audio track engineered for your children and a highly suppressed prosperity book. Do not wait for a better moment to claim your rightful power. The chosen one who hesitates at the open threshold becomes the exact person who forever wonders what could have been. Click the exact link in the pinned comment immediately to secure your absolute access. You walked into this dark season bleeding from heavy wounds inflicted by blind people. They tried to drain your pure essence to feed their own empty souls. But look at your magnificent and resilient spirit right now. You are no longer waiting in wound for an apology from a master manipulator. You have completely transcended their toxic matrix, and you have finally stepped into your permanent and untouchable, ageless glow. The heavy financial struggles and the spiritual exhaustion are completely shattering right here. Every closed door is being kicked wide open by your loyal spirit guides today. The narcissistic parasite is publicly unraveling while you are being elevated directly to the throne. You are the exact cycle breaker that heaven has been desperately waiting for all these years. Your beautiful and dignified silence won the entire spiritual war because you trusted the universe without ever lifting a single finger in dark revenge. You survived the absolute darkest nights because your beautiful soul is made of pure diamond. Step into your absolute power and receive the massive harvest heaven specifically prepared for you. I want you to make a physical declaration of your permanent freedom right now. Say this specific phrase out loud with me in the safety of your room. I claim my permanent freedom, and I gladly accept the divine wealth that belongs to me. Let the entire universe hear your powerful voice. Now seal this sacred decree by typing "I am free" in the comments below. This physical act anchors your new reality and blocks the dark enemy forever. You are a demonstrated warrior of light, and your beautiful timeline is forever secured by the divine forces of heaven. Go forth and let your massive gamma frequency radiate into this broken world. You are fiercely loved, and you are completely unstoppable.